You want me to really be honest? I told you I was taking medications, and they're mixed with a little bit of some street drugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
or
What are you on specifically?
fentanyl and crack cocaine. Now, one I don't do as much as the other, um, because I just started the fentanyl use, and so I don't make myself. And it's just like you self-proclaimed that I'm a crackhead. I mean,
Mm.
I know that I'm a crackhead because one of them will take you. I believe the fentanyl has a
Is that why you're nodding off right now?
yes.
The fentanyl?
Well, that and a combination of you're like, come on, Ted, you can't bullshit the bullshit.
You already know I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You came with me.
Okay, so I mean, what's your point? Yeah, what's your point? Shit.
Just
I'm
asking.
high. I'm a little high right now, and it's only because of this interview and all of this, shit that I'm going through right now. I'm really going through it, man. I lost my significant other. I'm in my two-bedroom apartment, which I'm sharing with some hoes. Keeping it real.
Uh-huh.
I have no family support anymore. My kids and all, when we came back from California from the Dr. Phil show, they cared less. That's because Daddy didn't have it like he had it in California. I ain't never seen my kids really kick me to the curb about being, you know.
Your kids are always been there for you.
Oh, they have.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have. I'm not going to speak bad about them whatsoever. Although I've had some challenges with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about abandonment. I feel like I've abandoned my children,
Yeah.
when they most needed me. You know, I felt like, well, God took care of me, so He takes care of, what's the thing? God takes care of fools and babies. Yeah.
Does the grief and the abandonment issues that you suffer with yourself and that you've done to your kids
Hmm.
and losing Kathy and Mark,
Yeah.
did this stuff bring you back to drugs?
Yeah. 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 It did. It really did. I lost. After all of that exposure that I had, it was a little overwhelming at times. Got a chance to possibly try out for the Cleveland Cavaliers public address announcing. I did the Kraft mac and cheese. You're telling me I did a baking commercial. I don't even remember. I wrote a grand book. I got robbed a lot. You want me to tell you something? I got robbed. I have racial issues that I deal with, and on a daily basis.
Does grief make drugs feel necessary?
Agree, agree. Drugs helps medicate, and that's what I'm looking for. Medicate, a quick fix. Um, I hurt inside. Nobody knows that hurt but me, and I don't share it. And I cover up all of that. Not necessarily with the drugs, but I just don't want nobody to really know me.
Why?
Because I'm a crackhead. I'm a recovering crackhead. And I just feel like, you
How do
know,
you feel? Tell me how you feel, because I want to know.
I'm a waste, a waste. I want to get back into the swing of things, man. I want to get back to work. I want to do some more Dave Chappelle drops for his outstanding podcast, Midnight Miracles. I say it's outstanding because I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, you don't even watch your Golden Voice show, which is
Yeah, yeah.
annoying because we did a lot of work. You never watch it.
I feel like I don't have very much time on this earth to begin with. I'm very lonely. So any ladies out there who's looking for a golden voice, here I is.
Nah, yeah.
No, I really do feel lonely. I miss Kathy, and those holes cannot be filled without a drink or a drug. I don't drink anymore. I told Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil comes up to me. He says, "Ted, what is the one reason why you still what? That's my Dr. Phil impression.
And it's a good one.
That you feel that it's necessary for you to keep using Ted. And I said, Dr. Phil, can I be honest with you? Sure, Ted. And I said, ain't nothing like a good ass blast. And I meant it. Ted, you have to stop the cameras. Stop the camera. That's what he did. He tells all the cameras to stop because I was glorifying crack. So then I had $20,000 on me. On me, I had no bank accounts or nothing. I had $20,000. And he asked me, what was I going to do with that $20,000? I wanted a hotel suite and I wanted 4 escorts from a local escort service to run around my room naked and just grab rocks at will. And when I said that, cut the cameras, cut the camera. You know, I was being honest.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go get a kilo of crack and, geek and freak.
Do you pay for the drugs that you receive?
No, I get drugs free. That's part of my rider. Yeah. When I go into a city, I expect to have me an
Shut
hour.
up. Don't be sitting there lying.
Yeah,
You already know
yeah.
you can't get that.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't get shit from you.
Yeah. Heck
Yeah.
no. You know we don't play that.
Al Battle? Yeah.
That's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm part of my rider.
Yeah, I don't play that one at all.
No, I know.
We were in the car the other day,
Yeah.
and we were talking about your friends and people giving you drugs and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And you said, before I even said it, you said, man, they are the devil.
Yeah. I'm starting to really believe that. You know,
I agree, bro.
The devil gets in with me. You got a chance to see a guy high off of fentanyl.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Ted.
he was, oh man, he was really out of it. Yeah, you got a chance to see that close up. His dad gave him some of that.
That's wild, man.
And that was a fentanyl. Actually, it was a combination of sleep deprivation and fentanyl, and he was tweaking like hell, wasn't he?
Yeah, man.
But
That's the most sad, scariest.
yeah,
That was like The Walking Dead.
yeah,
You told me you tried to quit on your own.
yeah.
How does that work out for you?
Didn't work out at all. You can't do nothing, let go and let God. There's always a poem that I always conclude, not the interview, but I always think about because it says, let go and let God handle your life. And it goes, as children bring their broken toys with tears for me to mend, I brought my broken dreams to God because He is my friend. But instead of leaving Him in peace to do His work alone, I hung around and tried to help with the ways that are my own. And at last I cried and I snatched him back and said, Lord, how could you be so slow? My child, what could I do? He said, you never did let go. And that kind of stays with me.
Yeah.
Also, Owen for a hit.
All your other ones.
Yeah.
Do you think that you can get clean by yourself?
No. I know I can't. I don't have a good support group right now. I'm trying one day at a time. Sometimes I think of this and it brings me to tears. My girlfriend Kathy died sober.
Mm-hmm.
Sober. She achieved her sobriety and didn't live to really to appreciate what she had done. She didn't get a chance to live any of this blessing to its fullest like I'm still somewhat living. As I mentioned, I'm very grateful for everything that God has done for me, even in my life. I'm grateful, but I'm not happy at all.
Mm-hmm.
Kraft home style, macaroni and cheese.
You're stupid.
No, but I'm not happy at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to masquerade my hurt with little off-color remarks. That's it. I don't jack off as often. Sometimes that plays another role too. Sex has a way of working its way into taking away the pain, so to speak. I don't do that at all. I don't desire it. But when it's there, I don't desire it. But when it's not there, that's when I'm, oh man,
Do you need help?
I need help in every way possible. I want to go to this place, Origins, where I went down in South Padre Island, Texas. They have a very good program. I stayed clean close to a year after separation from there. I never, never not gave God the thanks. I thank the people at Origins. I thank the people over at the VA down in Dayton. They got a good program, but I went in, they asked me a simple question. Ted, have you ever thought about going to sleep and not waking up? And I have. I wanted to die that way. And they took it as a suicide, uh, uh, you know, and I did think that way, that I just didn't want to wake up.
What did it do? Put you in a
They put me in a psychiatric ward, man. I had never, never, in which, you know, I just never been in a total psychiatric ward where people are crazy. I don't like
There's no other way
they're
to say it, huh?
retarded. Yeah, I know there's certain politically correct ways of approaching those terminologies, but when you see somebody standing in one position and going, you know,
Tweaking
just
like old boy.
tweaking, yeah, over and over and over, you begin to think, where the hell am I? And I was calling white people, you white cracker, and calling black people, you nigger this and nigger that. I was going off.
Yeah.
Come to find out, all they wanted me to do was just, um, you know, um, that's one of my biggest problems now. It's accepting people for being people. Uh, the Lord says, how are you going to sit up there and tell people about me and be Christ-like, and you're calling white people crackers and you're calling black people niggers, and I'm not accept. God is in my life, that damn nigger, or God is in my life, that hunky. And so I'm working. God is work. We're all works in progress.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, Scotty,
Which I am.
I think that everybody suffers from a period of bipolar. I think everybody, even the people here shooting this thing, has some type of bipolarness. And the Bible says, "He without sin, let him cast the first stone." So I don't think nobody in this room right here can throw any stones.
Mhm.
So that's how I feel my equality or my equal. I'm gonna be honest with you, Scott. I love you, and I love the fact that you guys are taking your time, the Columbus Dispatch, and you and Dave and Dave Chappelle and all those great people looking at this probably right now. But I'm sleepy, and I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I know. I know. If nothing changes, Ted,
There's nothing changing.
do you think the drugs and the environment that you live in right now will kill you?
I think about that as well. Yeah, yeah, I know it will. I know it will. I don't know if you're familiar with fentanyl. It's an opiate. And sometimes they tell me that you can be constipated for so long off this drug that even in the process of getting rid of it or you know, um, doing a bowel movement, you could have an aneurysm and die.
Oh wow.
All that junk gets caught up in your system, and while you're straining to try to get a poop out, you could strain yourself into a total heart attack or whatever. One of my friends passed away that way. Mark's friend, remember? God, I forget his name, but he was a very good friend of mine, and he passed away
From sitting on the toilet?
from sitting on the toilet trying to get rid of some waste in his system that had piled up,
Because of drugs?
and he was strained, yeah, because of the drugs, opiates, and he's on the toilet doing that and strained himself into a heart attack.
Do you actually want to live?
Hmm.
You do want to live?
Yeah, I like to see an extent. I got uh, 9 children, 7 girls and 2 boys, and I have 17 grandchildren, in which, Scotty, I don't know half of them,
Mm,
and only a few of them know me.
yeah.
You know, I'd love to meet some of my grandchildren.
If you didn't have your voice,
Yeah,
who would you be?
if I didn't have the voice,
Yep.
probably a baseball player. I'm very
Like
athletic.
the Ted Williams.
Like Z. Ted Williams, I would strive to be because when I was uh, when I was a youngster and played ball, um,
You were good at it.
I was very good at it. I was very athletic, but I was just trying to think, um, how could I, if I wasn't, if it wasn't a voice of, what can I really be? Um,
Who would you be?
it's not who I'd be; it's what I do.
Mm.
Um, I would probably stayed in the military a little longer, or possibly retired. You know, I have to say this. I'm broke and I want to go to Origins. It's a $30,000
A
a
bump.
month treatment loan. I mean, for 90 days, and they would afford me to get my teeth fixed. They would afford me also to get glasses. I'd be back on the chart. And you know what? I would not change one bit in terms of thinking I was better than. That's one thing about me. I'm not arrogant nor am I egotistical. I know that this is a God given gift that I have. Anybody that could say, hey, don't forget tomorrow morning, this voice is magical. And I know it is.
And
Yeah,
down
that
there.
was a lot of a lot of dye I put in my head.
I,
Not to
I heard it
make
was
my
red,
not to yeah, it was blonde.
blonde or
Some
red.
Somebody dyed my hair. I allowed myself to sit in a seat long enough to have my hair dyed, and for some God-given reason, Scotty, it came out blonde. And you should have
She was
seen
on
it.
drugs when she did
Yeah, apparently.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, I got sick of that, and they this dark.
You know what, Ted? What I love about you, man, is that you can literally walk in the room instantly and show love to everybody. When you and I first met, I would see you walking down the street and you would give hugs and kisses to homeless people, people that normally people won't touch. Why do you do that?
Empathy, empathy. I have a lot of empathy. You know, I was homeless. People shun the homeless. So I want to reach out and touch them, and it's God-like, do unto others as you'd want others to do unto you. The golden rule, I love people in general. I love to share. I do care, and but there's moments that they can kiss my ass too. Yeah, because I look at the people where I'm living around. I have never seen a group of people in their 40s, late 30s, 40s, and 50 years old that are not only homeless and jobless, they have no ambition to, succeed uh, in
Were you like that at one time?
no, no, I worked. I got out there and worked. I mean, I stole. I did my share of. You can look on the, you can go right on record and see that I've got 35 arrest warrants taken care of. I was
So you want to
arrested.
make that clear that you don't have no warrants right now.
Yeah, I have no warrants right now. No.
Yeah, you don't do that. You know what the great thing about it is through all of the things, all of the pain that you go through, you still laugh, Ted. Do you joke to hide the pain? I
Hmm.
think you touched on that a little bit.
I have. I've done that. I look like if I'm sitting here hurting and I see that you see the hurt in me, I'll distract you from it and say little things like, I'm gay, something, anything to try to eliminate my hurt and you knowing it or seeing it. But I have to tell you, I do want to get into treatment. I want to change this around so that when I do turn 70 years old and I'm looking at the extension of my life, my little grandkids, The ones I don't know, they have no idea. I have a group of grandchildren that'll have to tell the other grandkids, "That's your grandfather. That's our grandfather right there, Ted. Paul.
Yeah.
This is Janae's daughter," or "This is telling me the extension." I'd love to see all my grandkids. So get me a party together, Dr. Phil, and I'll kiss your butt. I want all my grandchildren and great grandchildren to be invited together and let them see their grandfather, the man with the God given golden voice. And I'm educated as well. I'm not no slouch when it comes to education and things like that.
Sing my favorite song, the Asian song. Do you remember it?
God Pino,
Yeah.
back some man for me. Yeah, that was Korean.
Yeah, Creed. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So,
remember we were out somewhere and you were singing, and she was like, "Oh my God!"
oh, he knows the record.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He knows.
When you were on the set of Marty Supreme, they put this yellow stuff on your teeth,
Mhm.
and you were so mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they wanted to make it seem like that you was a
Hell,
smoker.
when Doral Chenoweth, again the Columbus Dispatch's person, when he initially shot, my teeth were jacked. Not that he touched up anything, but he shot it all wrong. My teeth were jacked, so I had these beautiful teeth, and they just ruined it with the
Oh, on the movie
yeah,
set,
on the movie
and
set.
now you wish you still had those teeth.
Yeah, I wish
And listen, the same ones that they put yellow on, you won't have anymore.
that's right. That's right. Exactly. They fell the fuck out.
But yeah,
Thanks to Brian Kovico.
dude, like
This
the
man put veneer caps over, I would say, $50,000 worth of work in my mouth, pro bono and all, but he didn't tell me there was a 10-year guarantee, a 10-year warranty on them.
or a 10-year, what do you
Yeah.
call it, lifespan?
Right, right. I thought I'd have this smile for the rest of my life. Instead, I'm smiling and shit just falling.
Do you remember how you got
I
that role?
No, I certainly don't. I don't know how I got the role and what the protocol was, nor the script. I couldn't tell you.
Josh, the director, shout out to him. He literally said he wanted you.
Let's please
Give a shout out to him.
give him a big thank you,
Yep.
and to the fine staff, management, Susan Sarandon and Sandra Barnhart.
Who are those people?
Susan Sarandon is a very very established actress,
Was she in
and
the movie?
yeah, she was Timothy's love interest, I believe.
How you remembering it? Did you see it yet?
No, no. I only read some credits.
Oh, I see. I didn't. Dang, I didn't even know that.
Doral's looking at me like you cheated. I had to sit through the damn movie, and you,
What?
yeah.
I keep inviting
Well,
you,
of
man.
course, Susan Sarandon. She's an established actress
Yeah.
in her own right. But Timothy Chalamet and the rest of the people, I just want to thank you so much for the opportunity, the consideration, and for anybody who hasn't gone to see it, please do. It's Marty Supreme. He's an established table tennis champion, and it's a true story. And I play
The man in the cage.
the man in the cage. That's what I play.
Yeah.
Ted Williams with you.
The Golden Voice Show.
See, I tell you what, I get silly
When you get sleepy.
when I get sleepy.
I
I
already
get
know
very
it.
sleepy.
Yep. The Golden Voice Show. Let's talk about that, man. People love that show. Oh my
You know
God,
what?
Ted.
I'm looking forward to doing that again. I had fun doing it. The few people that I have had the opportunity. I think if I put an extension to it, it would come out to be a lot better. But I want to say, Scotty, your editing techniques made it all worthwhile and what it came out to be. I mean, from the uh, um, uh, bit voice,
It was like a
The
show in it was
golden
like a show
voice,
it was just like a show in a show because we were doing The Truth Will Set You Free
yeah,
out in the street and people would literally tell you everything.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
These
pretty
people
cool.
did open up to me. I felt like a regular television show host.
Well, man, I know you're tired. I know you're sleepy. So I'm gonna wrap this up. There was so much more that I want to go through and ask you, but I won't. Um, But I will say this, man. There's a few more things we're gonna close out on because you're a man of faith, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not toward your own understanding, but acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your path. I really do. I grew up in the faith of Jehovah Witnesses. My father was an established Jehovah Witness. He was an elder in our congregation, the Stuyvesant congregation in Brooklyn, New York. And as you well know, the Watchtower and the Awake were published in Brooklyn at the Watchtower Society. And my father was a vow.
What does all that mean to you? Because you've been saying it for like 10 years since I've known you. Do you believe in God?
Do I believe in God?
Yeah. Do you believe in God?
Yeah, that men may know that thou whose name alone is Jehovah.
A lot of people talk about living for Christ. Um, would you say you reflect His love and His joy, the way that you're living right
I
now?
don't think I don't think God is really happy with me.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I know he's not.
Do you believe He loves you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You still pray?
absolutely. Absolutely, I do, Scotty. I bless my food, which is most important. You know, I bring prayer even to the jail cells. When I was in jail, I had certain situations where the prisoners, my fellow prisoners, would stop, and I'd tell them, "We're getting ready to bless the food." They would actually stop. Uh, and
Is that why you quote the acknowledge Him in all His ways? Is that
yeah,
why you quote that scripture? Because you
yeah,
feel like you're acknowledging Him at that point,
yeah,
Ted?
yeah.
Do you know what that not the acknowledgement means biblically?
No.
So biblically, the word knowing was usually meant for intimacy,
Yes,
right? And
yes,
so
sir.
in the Bible, when they talk about something that man knew her, it was an
Hmm.
intimate moment.
Hmm.
And so the knowledge and knowing of God and acknowledge Him in all your ways is not just when you pray for your food, but what the Bible is actually and God is actually asking you to do is to have a relationship with Him, a deep relationship with Him. And so I'm gonna wrap this up, man, because I know you're tired. But what I want to personally say to you, because I've been knowing you for a long time, God just wants to have a personal relationship with you, bro. And it's time for you to get your life right, to get help. And this is the reason why we're doing this interview. So I just want to say I love you.
I love you too, Scotty, and I want to thank you so much for the years that you spent dealing with me. I know sometimes I've been very, very you were at wit's ends about how long is this asshole going to run me through all these changes, you and your lovely wife. I am so sorry about the passing of her parents, and by all means, give your wife an extension of my love and sympathy, or sorrow, should I say, because both mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Twitty, were very nice, loving, kind people. I've never met any people with any more kind thoughts and feelings. So, by all means, to your household, I oh, get a little emotional, but yeah, they were good people. And it always seems like the good people pass. I guess God has a place for all of them.
I appreciate that. And I'll let my wife know. Yeah, your feelings, your sentiments. I appreciate that. And we do, man. We love you. We love you. We want to see you get better. This is why we're here.
Keep me in your prayers. That's all I can say. To all of y'all, Happy New Year. Belated New Year. Just keep me in your prayers.
Yeah, we're gonna get you help. Love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
Yep. Yep.
I love you.